Hey everyone. I wanted to put something together to illustrate the status of the rebuild at Texas under Tom Herman. And what I was originally going for was I wanted to show that he actually has been successful and the football team is getting better. Unfortunately, looking at the statistics, the team has gotten better in some areas, but overall, from 2016 to 2019, the S&P Plus, which is an advanced analytics system that I'm not going to get into all the details of it, but it has been a straight line. Even in the 10-win season, the overall SP Plus was 11.3 in 2018 compared to 10.6 in 2016, 2017, and 2019. So if anything, Tom Herman's been consistent in the overall S&P Plus. He's been right there at that 10.6 mark, just as Charlie Strong was in 2016, with the exception of last year where he's just marginally better. So what that tells me is Texas got lucky in some of its wins in 2018. They were able to win about 3 to 4 more games than they did in 2016, 17, and 19, but they weren't overall a better football team. So if you looked at the trend lines on this, I made some up, and what it's going to show you is the offense has, over the last 10 years, gotten better, and the defense has gotten worse. So one thing I do need to point out is as your SP plus number goes up on the defense, that is worse. A higher number is a lower ranking defensively, while a higher number for the offense is a better ranking. So as it looks like the defense, this green line here is getting better, that is actually getting worse because this higher number shows that the opponent's offenses are having more success against our defense. So you can see back here in 2011 and 2012, we had an overall S&P Plus of 18.6, and that equated to 8 and 9 win seasons. And that's about accurate for 8 or 9 win team if you look at the overall statistics. An 18 to 19 S&P Plus is about where they are. So you can see that our defense had an S&P Plus of 15.3 and 13 in those 2 years. So we were playing pretty good defense. Our offense wasn't as good. And then in 2012, our offense was very good with an SP plus of 42.2. But our defense got a little bit worse with SP plus of 23.4, making our overall ranking stay exactly the same for those 2 years. We were able to win 9 wins in 2012. In 2013, our SP plus was 10.5, strangely close to the 10.6 in 2016, 17, and 19. And that is the year that Mack Brown was let go at Texas because despite winning 8 games, that was not our standard. So you can see the overall offensive S&P plus at 29.4 and defensive at 20.1 in 2013. Mack Brown was let go. We got a little bit worse in 2014, overall SP plus of 9. Although the defense did get better in 2014, the offense got a little bit worse. In 2015, we were straight terrible with an overall SP plus of 3.7. I think that's to be expected to see some regression in the first 2 years after a coaching change. That's not uncommon. The defense was actually really worse in the second year under Charlie Strong, but the offense did get a little bit better to, I don't want to say make up for that because clearly the SP Plus shows that this was not a good football team. But then Sterling Gilbert came in and did some things with the offense that were positive. So in 2016, the overall SP Plus was 37.4. Excuse me, the offensive S&P Plus was 37.4. About the same defensive S&P Plus, which led to that 10.6 despite only winning 5 games, which tells me they were kind of unlucky. They probably should have had a win or 2 more and been around the 7-win mark. So Tom Herman comes in the first year. The offense actually gets worse. The SP plus 26.7. There was a lot of challenges on the offensive line that year. Not surprising. With a coaching change, the defense got better. Your overall SP plus is 10.6, and you win 7 games. So last year in 2018, they win 10 games, but the SP plus didn't really change. It was 11.3. As you can see here, the defense got worse. It was 24.4, but the offense got a little bit better at 35.3. And then this year, the defense was worse than it was even back in 2016. It had a 26.8 SP plus in 2016, 29.6 this year. So definitely some struggles defensively, which is why our SP plus is down to 10.6, and we are a 7-win team. But the offense has continued to get better. So what this tells me is that the offense is heading in the right direction. They're getting better, and they're going to continue to get better. That's to be expected with your quarterback hanging around. He'll be a senior next year, and getting some experience in the offensive line definitely doesn't hurt. More experience in the receiver position. So the offense is getting better. The defense is getting worse. Kind of a moot point since we're going to have a new defensive coordinator next year. So we'll see if we can change that trend. But one of the things I want to point out is our special teams. And we actually had in the past 10 years, this year was the best year we've had on special teams. So our special teams has gotten drastically better under Tom Herman. Hopefully we can continue that trend and continue to win in the special teams game, despite I know there are a lot of mistakes in special teams this year. But those special teams mistakes were still not able to keep us from recording a number 12 ranking in the overall S&P special teams standings. So, in conclusion, I just really want to point out that we haven't gotten better under Tom Herman. Our SP rankings have been exactly pretty much the same, with the exception of just a little bit of improvement in 2018 over the last 3 years as they were in 2016. Under Charlie Strong, it's clear you can see the program was getting better. It's really not getting better under Tom Herman. Hopefully, improving this defensive S&P plus ranking while maintaining this special teams ranking will right that track, and maybe we can get better next year, get back to that 10-win mark that everybody strives for. So that's where we're at right now. We really need to fix the defense, continue to have success offensively, and continue to get better offensively. And maybe in another year or two, we can be talking about a college football playoff berth. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hook 'em horns.